Thank you for your grace and your mercy towards us. Dear God, we thank you for your loving kindness that has been lavished upon us. We know, dear God, that there's nothing in us that is redeemable in your sight. But because of your grace and mercy, you make everything right. Help us, dear God, to apply the principles of wisdom to our lives. And help us to understand that wisdom is not simply a list of do's and don'ts, but it's the capacity to trust you even in times of trouble. It's the steadfastness of faith when everyone else seems to be giving up and turning their backs and walking away from you. Wisdom says, cleave to you, follow you, pursue you. Open up our hearts not only to receive, but also to give freely to others. We thank you, dear God, for all that you do for us. And now, dear God, we are placing ourselves in your hands that you may operate through us as well. We come lifting you up, and we lift up this congregation. Dear God, there are so many who are in need of your divine attention and intervention. For our young men and women who are losing their way to the streets and to the drug epidemic and all the violence that's going on all around us. We're praying for your grace and your mercy to empower us to have the courage to come beside some of those who, because of their youth and because of their hardness of heart, just need us to come alongside of them and say, son, avail yourself to the wisdom of God. So we know as a church, we need to come before you first of all. Before we can go to anyone else, we need to come to you. Examine our hearts. Judge our motives. Put up with our shortcomings. Forgive us for being unforgiving. Tolerate us for being intolerable towards others. Give us a little more grace when we become sharp with others. Give us the capacity to be long-suffering. Put a long stem on the fuse of our anger, that we don't just blow up at the drop of a hat. That we consider ourselves before we judge somebody else. So we thank you, dear God, that you bless this church. But I ask that you also help us to receive the discipline that we need to receive, the chastisement that we are due. Spread out your rod of correction when we find ourselves wayfaring. Help us to practice what we preach. Help us to not only proclaim you, but to love you. And let others feel the love that we have for you by our high regard that we place on them. We thank you for all that you do, dear God. Yes. In the blessed name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Amen.